We'll start with the Kuji Kiri Hand Seals. They are Rin, Pyo, To, Sha, Kai, Jin, Retsu, Zin, and Zen. We'll go through them much slower and with simpler versions, but experienced practitioners of Shinto go through them even faster. When you're a ninja, about to enter battle in which your death is likely, you need to become enlightened and fearless as fast as possible. We're talking ninja fast. They achieved this with hand signs, and focused their thoughts on specific aspects of their existence. The first 7 hand seals coincide with the 7 chakras explored by yogis, with 2 additional seals for a total of 9. In later gatherings, we can study how each finger channels each of the 5 Shinto elements, how connecting various fingertips forms a circle of energy through your body. We can study translations of the hand seals, which include seal of the outer lion, seal of the inner bonds, seal of the wisdom fist, and seal of the hidden form. For now, let us begin with standing or sitting, your hands ready and eager. No need to prepare further, for these seals will prepare you. We start with Rin, interlacing all but your index and thumbs. Rin is your root chakra, your physical form here on earth. When you form this seal, know that you have everything you need to survive. Believe you have a roof over your head, a bed to sleep in, food to eat, and friends who support. Next we have Pyo. Similar to Rin, we're going to extend our middle finger and cross it back over our index. Pyo is your sacral chakra, your source of joy. When you form this seal, know that you are motivated by happiness. Believe you have joy in your life, from sexual release to fulfilling hobbies and friends who share your passions. Next, we have To. Extend all your fingers and simply cross the first 2, middle and index, and point it outwards. To is your solar plexus chakra, your source of power. When you form this seal, know that you are powerful in both muscle and mind. Believe you can take on any challenge, for every failure makes you stronger still. Next we have Sha, crossing the middle 2 fingers, ring finger and index finger. Notice how it tends to bend up toward your heart, which is fitting, because Sha is your heart chakra, your place of unconditional love. When you form this seal, know that everything has an intrinsic benefit to offer you. Believe that nothing truly bears you ill will, and that deep down, you are driven to harmonize with all life. Next, we have Kai. Kai is your throat chakra, your voice. When you form this seal, know that your words have power, as does the silence between them. Believe that your speech has the power to influence others, even to add their voice to your own, and perhaps alter the physical world. Next, we have Jin. I'm basically going to interlace each of your fingers. Usually form 2 claws and touch your thumb to your thumb, pinky to pinky, and all the other fingers in between. Jin is your third eye chakra, your subtle intuition. When you form this seal, know that you are intrinsically wise. Believe that the universe operates on a single primordial truth that can be recognized but cannot be described. Next, we have Retsu. Take your left hand, extend your index finger. Take your other hand and wrap 3 fingers and a thumb around it. You then want to bend your index finger to touch the other index finger. Again, point upward, and then grab your finger, and then make contact with the 2 index fingers. Retsu is your crown chakra, your connection to the beyond. When you form this seal, know that you are driven to seek your higher self. Believe that there is more to you than this physical body, this cumbersome brain, these erratic, restricted emotions, all keeping you from the celestial delights that await. Next, we have Zin. So you take outstretched palms and connect the thumb and index finger. Zin is your creation chakra, your legacy in this world. When you form this seal, know that you will leave this world better than when you entered. Believe that your name and story is unnecessary, that all fame is fleeting, and to simply exist was an admirable purpose in life. Finally, we have Zen. Form a fist with one hand, place it in the palm of the other. Zen is the absolute chakra. When you form this seal, you simply are. Zen can be quite a powerful seal, and shouldn't be entered into without preparing with the previous seals first. The first 7 or 8 can be bounced into and out of whenever you see fit, whenever you feel unbalanced or unguided. Whenever you need to prepare for death, whenever you're at the airport about to board a Boeing plane, for instance. For now, let us renew our sense of peace with a guided UU meditation. This meditation is from the Unitarian Universalist Association. It's the centering practice from UUA.org. Let's take a few minutes to settle in and get centered now. I invite you to get as comfortable as you're able. You may want to stretch or adjust how you're seated, or shake out a little tension. Whatever you need, just try to give yourself a little bit more physical comfort, if that's possible. And now I invite you to notice if it feels okay to pay attention to your body for a bit. To notice a place inside of you that feels like a center, and just breathe with your attention there if you like. You might notice the presence of love at this center. See if it's there and breathe into it. With each in-breath, notice love at the center. And then I invite you to notice the edge of the out-breath, noticing love at the center of each in-breath, and then noticing the outer edge of each breath you release. You might bring your attention to your own edges, finding a boundary that marks the edge of you. Perhaps it's your skin. Perhaps it's a bubble of energy surrounding you. Perhaps it's somewhere inside, closer to your center. Wherever you find that boundary is okay. Breathing in and noticing the center. Breathing out and noticing the boundary. You can play with this practice, breathing, noticing what happens with your center and your edges as you stay with them and give them your attention. Sometimes our boundaries want to be pulled in close for protection. Sometimes they want to be big and spacious and roomy. Both needs are real and deserve our respect. As you attend to your center and your edges now, you might use your breath to help mark the boundary that is right-sized for this moment. Take a few breaths there. And when you're ready, I invite you to come back to our shared space and to notice again who is here with you. Each of us an individual with their own center and boundaries. Each one part of this larger collection of beloved companions. All of us part of the larger whole with love at the center. In a moment, we will separate into our individual selves for 15 minutes of individual practice. We have 3 options in this meditation group. One of them is candle gazing. Candle gazing is a technique to increase your focus and train you to let go of distractions. If you have a candle, light it now and place it right at eye level. Sitting or standing doesn't matter, as you will soon forget you have a body. Gaze at the candle flame, blinking normally. The trick is not to stare with your eyes, but stare with your focus and your non-physical senses. Alternatively, here is a control of thought meditation in which you simply close your eyes and concentrate on an imagined simple object. Traditionally, the 5 tattvas are used, which are a black oval, a blue circle, a silver crescent, a yellow square, or a red triangle. Once you've mastered this step, proceed to their combinations, such as a black oval within a yellow square, and so on. This method is used by the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn to train their astral clairvoyance. But its more apparent benefit is summed up in Aleister Crowley's notes. He says, "But at least who will deny it They have trained you in determination, accuracy, introspection, and many other qualities which are valuable to everyone in their ordinary avocations, so that in no case will your time have been wasted. If you prefer our third, more mindfulness-oriented option, the alchemists offer this breathing meditation. Sit comfortably and breathe. Be aware of your lungs rhythmically inflating and deflating. Be aware of the pounding of your heart and the throbbing of your veins. Be aware of your stomach churning and your intestines quivering. Come to know what is moving and sit with this thing that you are. Follow whichever practice interests you, and we'll regroup in 15 minutes. I'll read those three again. Candle gazing is a technique to increase your focus and train you to let go of distractions. If you have a candle, light it now and position it right at your eye level. Sitting or standing doesn't matter, as you'll soon forget you have a body. Gaze at the candle flame, blinking normally. The trick is not to stare with your eyes, but to stare with your focus and all your non-physical senses. Use every bit of your concentration to simply focus and be one with the candle flame. Alternatively, the control of thought meditation, in which you simply close your eyes and concentrate on an imagined simple object. Traditionally, the 5 tattvas are used, which are a black oval, a blue circle, a silver crescent, a yellow square, and a red triangle. Once you've mastered this step, you can proceed to combinations, such as a black oval within a yellow square, and so on. If you have aphantasia like I do, you may find this exercise very difficult, if not impossible. If you prefer our third, more mindfulness-oriented option, the alchemists offer this breathing meditation. Sit comfortably and breathe. Be aware of your lungs rhythmically inflating and deflating. Be aware of the pounding of your heart and the throbbing of your veins. Be aware of your stomach churning and your intestines quivering. Come to know what is moving and sit with this thing that you are. These past 3 exercises have been focused on focusing. It sure feels like we could use a break. While we're taking a break for the next 15 minutes, try one of these 3 individual meditations. If you have some healthy and tasty food with you, eat it. I mean really eat it. Immerse yourself in the act of eating, of consuming this sustenance. Feel the crunch, smell the spray, hear yourself chewing and swallowing. Study the texture and color of every part you're about to bite into. Observe your meal diminish as you grow full. As it becomes less, you become more. Acknowledge that exchange. Or, if you're feeling restless after sitting still, now would be a good time to go for a walk around the room. During your walk, your mind will wander, so let your body wander with it. By doing this, you'll be fully present wherever you go. If a common object or decoration momentarily interests you, go to it, pick it up, study it as though you're seeing it for the first time. Play with it as your inner child until you feel compelled to wander once again. Or, if you've gained any insight during this meeting so far, grab a pen and paper, or you can use a voice recorder on your phone and start writing. Once you jot down the first thought, more will begin to follow. Write them down as well, without editing and without judging. Try to keep up with that rush of ideas that seem to come out of nowhere. They come from somewhere within you, and they like to be heard. If you believe consciousness is just a collection of sentient ideas, then this paper is your explanation of yourself. That was one of my stream of consciousness thoughts. Follow whichever practice interests you, and we'll regroup in 15 minutes. I'll repeat those 3 options. If you have some healthy and tasty food with you, eat it. I mean really eat it. Immerse yourself in the act of eating, of consuming this sustenance. Feel the crunch, smell the spray, hear yourself chewing and swallowing. Study the texture and color of every part you're about to bite into. Observe your meal diminish as you grow full. As it becomes less, you become more. Acknowledge that exchange. I commonly use a salad with a lot of texture, a lot of color, and it's very healthy. You could also bite into an apple if you have one. Or if you're feeling restless after sitting still, now would be a good time to go for a walk around the room. During your walk, your mind will wander, so let your body wander with it. By doing this, you'll be fully present wherever you go. It's mindfulness in every step. If a common object or decoration momentarily interests you, go to it and pick it up and study it as though you're seeing it for the first time. Play with it as your inner child until you feel compelled to wander once again. Or if you've gained any insights during this meeting so far, grab a pen and paper, or you can use a voice recorder on your phone, and start writing. Once you jot down the first thought, more will begin to follow. Write them down as well, without editing and without judging. It's important that you simply not judge what you've written down. Try to keep up with that rush of ideas that seem to come out of nowhere. So, we'll regroup in 15 minutes. A couple months ago, you may have attended our church's lay-led summer solstice service, which was presented by yours truly. As part of that service, I guided everyone in an earth-centric meditation, which I will now represent, with added guidance inspired by this evening's practice. There are many methods and many missions in meditation. Some forms of meditation try to balance your chakras. Some aim to detach you from your emotions. Some put you in a trance to shut out the world around you. Some can send your senses into a new world altogether. The meditation I invite you to participate in will tap into the druid life force known as Nuivre. This life force is another commonality among religions. It has been called by many names: prana, chi, chia, baraka, animal magnetism, odic force, vril, orgone energy, vital life force, or simply spirit. In earth-centric beliefs, Nuivre flows throughout nature, varying in strength through every plant and animal, across rocks and crystals, with wind and water, and in physical places themselves. This subtle life essence can be enhanced by certain places, people, foods and herbs, hobbies, and states of mind. Working with Nuivre is a specialty of the Ovate grade of the Druidic order, which I am, which has evolved into modern Wicca practices. But this simple meditation will help you to begin to recognize and tap into this abundant power all around us, especially now at the sun's peak during the summer solstice. Druidry utilizes a lot of visualization, but if you have trouble visualizing things in your mind's eye, or worse, if you have aphantasia like me and cannot visualize at all, focus instead on the symbolism of what you're imagining. Close your eyes, if you like, and sit comfortably with your feet on the floor. Feel the weight of the earth pulling you downward. It may help to feel the ground as an elevator accelerating upwards, pressing you against the floor. Or it may help to personify the earth. Feel her flirtations pulling you down into a loving embrace. Keeping this feeling with you, turn part of your attention upwards to the space above you. Feel the warmth of the air surrounding you. Feel the oft-ignored weight of thousands of miles of atmosphere cushioning the entire surface of your skin. Feel this air effortlessly flowing in and out of your chest, becoming breath, and ultimately the breath of others. The same earth, the same air. I invite you to go further. Let your attention drift below the ground, down into darkness. Imagine a small point of light beneath your feet. Another, another, shining like crystalline grains of sand. Every ant glowing, every tree root shining. Rivers of groundwater shimmering with minerals sparkling beneath you. Keeping this feeling with you, turn part of your attention skyward and sunward to the blazing furnace of light, drifting as high as it will go in the crisp blue sky. Feel that fire upon which all life depends, streaming down on you, filling you with warmth and power. The same water, the same fire. I invite you to go much farther. Plunge your awareness through the ground and see the stars on the other side. You're standing on outer space. No earth, just you. Above, past the sky, are even more stars. The same stars, the same space. At this cosmic scale, you and the planet are one and the same. The life force circulating around the earth is as relatable as the blood flowing through your arteries. The new river ebbs and flows through your every cell, every organism expiring and renewing in an endless cycle of regeneration through the planet as a whole. Here, we can learn to direct that ebb and flow, to use it in healing, centering, and understanding. Whatever energies you've encountered during this meeting, by whatever names you wish to call them, feel them now, flowing through your boundary and into your center, or wherever you need it. Feel the energy flowing into your lungs, mixing with the air that invigorates your body. Feel the energy flowing into your heart, pumping the water of life through your body. Feel the energy flowing into your stomach, that fiery furnace that burns food and warms your body. Feel the energy flowing into your bones, the solid, strong earth of your core that remains after your body. Perhaps you have a physical injury that needs healing. Imagine it glowing with light as all your actions this evening are directed to speeding its recovery. Perhaps you have identified one of your chakras to be a little weaker or stronger than the others. Set its hand seal, set your intention, and direct the flow accordingly. Perhaps you have obtained a grand insight into your universe. Snap your focus on it, pull it from your intuition, and preserve its form in words or vision in your mind's eye. Perhaps you have momentarily reached a higher state of consciousness, carried along by the flow of energy. Acknowledge it, feel it fully, and desire to experience this state again. Perhaps you fell asleep and are now dreaming. Become aware of both your bodies, the astral separated from the physical, and exuberate in this newfound freedom. Wherever you are, whatever you are, allow your awareness to return to our group, feeling energized and vitalized. We all live in this world as individuals, but we also live as a community. Now is the time when we blur that boundary and share our spiritual experiences. To protect each other in such an open state, we will observe the rules of Dharma sharing held by the Church's Buddhist meditation group. Please refrain from crosstalk, interruptions, and criticism. Keep comments positive and of reasonable duration. No politics, religious conversion, or hate speech. We are here now to learn from our diverse, welcoming community of mutual care and respect.